हेलो 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 मेरे प्यारे भाई लोग, वेलकम टू दी स्ट्रीम। भाई कैसे हैं आप लोग? भाई मुझे समझ आ गया अपन क्यों आ रहे हैं, क्योंकि अपन ने कल पजल सॉल्व नहीं करी थी। तो फिर आज अपन पजल से ही शुरू करते हैं, ठीक है? आई थिंक बिशप हियर इज चेकमेट। बिशप हियर, he can give this check. It's a difficult puzzle. Pawn push looks good. Okay, bishop here is the better option. Check from here. King goes here. There is no other check after that. Okay, so check and check. What about rook here? He can give this check and take my knight. Okay, check. King goes here and check. I think it's a simple. Give him check and give this check and take his queen. Now, although I have two pawns, but bishop and knight is sufficient to checkmate. Okay, it's white to move, and if knight check, after that bishop here, or first bishop here, attack his queen. Then knight check, and bishop check again. Yeah, bishop check again. That is the force, and a check. I can take his queen. That was the move. If I take this pawn with check, king will come in between. Queen will come in between. If I, which check should I give to get a piece? Maybe this pawn take is only the good move. Now I can take his piece and after another queen exchange. So yeah, we are fine. Okay, let's move on to another puzzle. Okay, so it's a queen check, queen takes. What about knight check? Knight check, pawn take, rook takes bishop. Or if I just take his rook, queen takes it, takes rook back. I can take that bishop with queens. King take his force, then knight takes with check, double check, and I can take his queen. Yeah, that was the correct move. Now we are piece up. It's check, right? If I place my rook in between, bishop takes, I can mate him. Rook in between, bishop takes, I can checkmate him. Yes, that's the correct. And take his bishop. He'll take my queen. For the pawn push. Rook takes queen. I can make queen. Rook goes back. I can give him this check. Yes. And now I can just take bishop. That was the correct move. Streak of 5. Okay. So that's a check. King goes back. King goes back here. I can take his rook. No. Uh, check. King goes back. If I move my knight, checkmate is also coming. So rook here. Go for check. Rook here. He'll take bishop. I can give him check. King goes back. Rook takes bishop. And third for mate. Rook takes bishop. Yep. And that's it. That's the correct move. Streak of 6. Uh, it's white to move. So if I place my bishop back, he can take that, and he can place his knight here with check. Yeah, that's the correct move. Bishop back. No. Arey yaar. Bishop back here. Okay. So we completed streak of 6. Now I think we can start the game. Streak of 6. We completed streak of 5. We can start the game. Let's move on to our first game. I think we lost more points today. So 2183. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you for showing support. Okay, so I can just take this pawn. Bishop takes, and I can take that pawn back. Yes, let's take this pawn. Then queen defending knight. The knight activates. Okay, just I need to go back. Now knight activates, and I can have that pawn. Hello Mohit bhai. Welcome to the stream. बड़े दिनों बाद. Castle. Offering queen exchange. Pawn takes. In a better position, I can have this pawn. Attack is bishop. Bishop goes back. Double push. and I can attack his knight to take that pawn. I can place my knight here and can take that rook if he does not activate his knight, which he did. So what should be my next plan now? Pawn push. If he bring his rook here, that's a check. I can take his rook. Okay. He's activating knight. I think I should not go give him bishop exchange. If knight here, I think I should take it now. Or just a pawn push. Pawn push for now. Will not take it now. Okay. He took that. I can take it back now. Now that's a check. I can take his bishop and that pawn. Yes, I can give him check, take his bishop, and then take this pawn, attacking rook, and can take this pawn too. Okay, I can take his rook. Let's go. मैं पढ़ने लगा हूँ. अच्छा 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 अच्छा. बढ़िया बढ़िया बढ़िया. बहुत अच्छी बात है. Keep it up. Good job, brother. इसी तरह प्लान्स बनाते रहे तो अपन वापस से 2300 क्रॉस कर जाएंगे. फिलहाल तो 2200 के नीचे आ गए थे कल. कल इतना बैड लक था. क्या बताऊं यार, सारे इतने इजी गेम्स हार रहा था ना मैं. विनिंग गेम्स हार हार चुका हूँ कल. कल मुझे मूव्स ही नहीं दिख रहे. ऐसी हालत हो गई थी. पता नहीं, शायद थोड़ा थक गया था. भाई एक गेम भेजो, चेक करना, चेक करके बताऊंगा. बिल्कुल 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 भाई. करता हूँ चेक. भेजो. Bishop here. Pawn takes it back. Now knight here, knight here. Now queen here. Now plan is I can just take this pawn, take this. Knight takes pawn or bishop takes pawn. I think bishop takes. Okay, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. Yeah, knight take is good. Sacrificing my knight, I can have his knight, although. And if king moves, that's another check. Not a check, but if king moves here, I can still take this. And if he takes my knight, I can take his knight. take this pawn. Rook takes, bishop takes, threat for mate. No, not a mate still. Okay, what after this check? Okay, taking queen exchange is force. But do I have any better move like check from here? King goes back. If I just take that pawn, no, that is also not a correct move. Check from here, king goes back. And knight here. Let's think on this. We are plus 2 pawns, na? So let's take his queen. And pawn push, still offering him to take, and I can take with bishop, but I know he's not going to take it. Now pawn takes, bishop takes, bishop takes, then rook takes, rook attacking knight, knight goes here. I need to develop my rooks. Or maybe knight goes here will be a better move. Let's see. I think doubling up rook is the better. खाली मैं नहीं चैट कर रहा हूँ कि मुझे चैट नहीं दिख रही है. नहीं भाई, तुम ही चैट कर रहे हो खाली, और कोई चैट में है ही नहीं. ओके, चेक. Check. King needs to come forward. Then knight check. King goes here. King goes here. If king comes here, I can place my rook here. Yes, rook here. If he takes bishop, first I'll give him check. King needs to go forward. Check. King goes here. Yes, check. King goes here. Check. I can take his rook. Check, king takes this. Check, king goes back. He's going for my knight. I can go for his knight. Yep, that's the correct move. That's a mistake. That's a mate in one. खाली साथ में खेलेंगे, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल भाई, खेलता हूँ, रुक जाओ. Okay, check. King goes here. If knight's here, knight back here. Okay, इसको मेट कैसे किया जाए? Check. King goes here. Check. King goes here. Okay, check. King goes here. Okay, let's just take that pawn, attacking his knight. Rook to e1, then pawn check. Now rook here. Can I not just continue to pawn push, push? देखो, क्योंकि अब मेट नहीं दिख रहा है मुझे. King goes here. अरे यार, king goes to f file. हाँ, this is a mate. I missed that. King goes here and pawn push is a mate. King goes back is a mate in one. नहीं, king goes back, check. King goes here. Then pawn push. Let's continue with the pawn push. Pawn push, knight takes it back. I missed a checkmate threat actually. King to f2 was a mate threat. देखा ही नहीं यार मैंने. King f2 खराब था. King f2 देखो ना. Let's go. सीरियसली हाँ, मेरे पास बहुत टाइम था. मैं थोड़ा सोच के खेलता तो जीत रहा था. हेलो हेलो गुलशन भाई, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। यहाँ गलती करी, मैं दिखाता हूँ। अच्छे भले दो पीसेस अप था मैं। ओके, यहाँ दो पॉन अप था मैं। मैंने क्या सोचा कि अगर मैं उसके नाइट को यहाँ अटैक करता, यहाँ उसके नाइट को अटैक करता तो वो चेक देता, और फिर से मैं उसके नाइट को अटैक करता तो वो रुक नहीं टेक कर सकता था। ओके, रुक टेक करता और फिर ये मैं मारता, तो फिर उसके पास नाइट अप होता। तो दैट्स व्हाई आई डिडंट वेंट दिस एंड सिंपली मूव्ड इट अवे। ओके, knight goes back, knight here. I think knight here was the right move. वैसे तो फ्री नाइट भी दे दिया था उसने। नाइट मूव ही गलत थी। अगर नाइट मूव बैक नहीं लेता तो फिर कहाँ लेता? मतलब मेरा बैक के बाद ये प्लान था कि यहाँ पे रुक टू F6 लाने का, ताकि ये रुक मूव कर सके। चेक देना था शायद ना। नाइट टू H6। नाइट हियर, नाइट हियर, नाइट टू H6। नाइट टेक्स रुक। आई कैन टेक हिज रुक एंड he can go for the spawns. नो, इसके बाद क्या करता हो? दो मूव पीछे लो। ठीक है, रुक हियर। ओके, नाइट नाइट हियर। नाइट टू F7। नाइट हियर। रुक टू G4। ओके, नाइट हियर। मुझे बस चेक नहीं चाहिए था, दैट्स व्हाई आई जस्ट मूव्ड इट। आई थिंक रुक टू G4 अभी आना चाहिए था मुझे। मतलब इंस्टेड ऑफ मूविंग माय नाइट, रुक टू G4 नाउ। नाउ हिज नाइट कैनॉट मूव हियर, कैनॉट मूव हियर, कैनॉट मूव हियर, कैनॉट मूव हियर, सो नाइट ट्रैप है। अब जो भी मूव करता वो, लेट्स से pawn push या knight here to go for this check, then this check is coming. If king takes it, नहीं, knight here, okay, उसके पास पीसेस ज्यादा है। इस पे चेक देना था क्या? चेक, king goes here, threat is still the same, and I think knight goes here. Nine, king goes here is again a problematic. That's a check which is coming. ओके, रुक G4, ही मूव्ड हिज नाइट हियर, ठीक है। नाइट, अब इसके बाद में नाइट टू F7, F7 चेक, F7, ओके सॉरी, F7, दैट्स अ फोक चेक एंड ही कैन टेक रुक। अरे ये तो मेट ही हो गया, इट्स अ मेट एक्चुअली भाई। रुक G4 के बाद में अगर उसने नाइट लेके आया यहाँ पे, तो इट विल बी एक्चुअली क्रिटिकल भाई। लेट्स रिव्यू इट, मेरे हिसाब से रिव्यू में कुछ बढ़िया मिलेगा इस गेम में, कुछ तो अच्छा मिलेगा रिव्यू में। आई थिंक मैंने ना थोड़ा और पहले मिस्टेक किया, मतलब यहाँ पे मिस्टेक नहीं किया, यहाँ पे मैं करेक्ट ही खेला हूँ। वो वो ही मेड 6 ब्लंडर्स, ही मेड 6 ब्लंडर, आई मेड 1 ब्लंडर। बाप रे। स्टार्ट रिव्यू। ओके, दैट वाज द फर्स्ट ब्लंडर, लेट्स सी, एक्सप्लेन। बिकॉज आई कैन टेक हिज मोर पॉन्स ओवर हियर, ठीक है। खैर इतना तो नहीं। नेसेसरी वहां जाने की जरूरत नहीं थी, सारी चीजें ब्लॉक्ड है, बस एक यही ऑप्शन है। मिस्ड मेट चेकमेट एक्चुअली, यहाँ अगर मैं किंग यहाँ मूव करता ना, तो उसको फोर्सफुली नाइट लेना पड़ता, और फिर क्योंकि वरना वो मेट होता, मेट इन वन। तो आई मिस दैट सबसे पहले तो। ओके, नाइट बैक वाज अ ब्लंडर अगेन, सी मेट मैंने मिस करी। चेक वाज अ मिस, इंस्टेड ऑफ चेक व्हाट वुड हैव डन हियर इज जस्ट अ पॉन पुश, ठीक है। पॉन पुश करने में मैंने लेट कर दिया, मैंने चेक दिया उसको पहले। तो एनीवेज ठीक है, चलो चेक, देन आई पुश द पॉन, he made a blunder again. He should have taken knight. Okay, best was to give him check, explain. King goes here, and that's it. जब दोनों रुक थे तब देखो। ओके। Okay, that pawn push was a miss actually. Directly, best was to take his rook, and rook takes, I can take his knight. सीरियसली यार, ये क्या मिस कर दिया मैंने। वो तो विनिंग ही था, फिर उसके बाद ये पॉन तो रुक ही नहीं रहा है ना। यही मैंने मिस किया, उसने इतने ब्लंडर्स किए और मैंने अननेसेसरी चेक वगैरह टाइम पास किया। उसने ब्लंडर किया, मैंने ब्लंडर किया। बेस्ट वाज टू टेक दिस, वो तो मैंने देख रखा था। लेकिन ठीक है, चलो कोई बात नहीं। मूविंग ऑन टू अनदर गेम। यहाँ पे 4 प्लस है। ओके। नाइट ले लेना चाहिए था, फ्री नाइट था। मैंने सोचा टाइम है तो मतलब लेट्स विन ऑन टाइम। क्या पता कुछ मूव छुपी हो, इसके लिए मैंने फटाफट। ठीक है, इसके बाद तेरा रिव्यू करता हूँ मोहित। सॉरी, मैंने गेम स्टार्ट कर दिया है, मैंने दिमाग से ही निकल गया। पक्का पक्का, इसके बाद रिव्यू करता हूँ। मेरे को मिल गया है तेरा मैसेज, देखा मैंने। इसके बाद पक्का करता हूँ रिव्यू। सॉरी, गेम स्टार्ट कर दिया मैंने। मेट। आई थिंक मिस्टेक है ये। बिशप है उसके पास। ही डिड मिस्टेक ओवर मिस्टेक। लेट्स गो फॉर मेट। Pawn push, I can take his rook, and he cannot take my knight. Queen goes forward. पॉन मार सकते हो तो क्वीन मरवा लो। मारो क्वीन से पॉन, बिशप टेक्स। नहीं ब्रो, क्वीन नहीं मरवानी है फ्री में। Going for that pawn. If we push this pawn, I can take this pawn, attack on knight. I can still take that pawn, attack on knight. Attack on rook, sorry, this time. Uh, I think I can make a pawn push. I can first take his knight. He will take my bishop. I can take this pawn with check and then take his bishop. Okay, so I can take this with check and then take his bishop. I can attack his bishop, place my rook here. Threat is to take this pawn with check. No, he can place his bishop back. Then I need to take my knight back. Okay, he missed that. Anyways, I can go here then. And if he push, I can. Now rook takes pawn, rook will sit here, offering him exchange. Rook here, rook takes. Oh, no, yeah, I should have taken that pawn directly. No, but after that, bishop sits here. So I did a good decision, I think. Knight takes, and I can place my knight on d5. If rook attacks pawn, that can be defended. Closing this file. Now rook on open file. And if he, okay, so rook going for that pawn. This is a free pawn now. No, I thought it was a free pawn. Anyways, I'll go for exchange. Or I think I should have placed my rook on open file. Yeah, I can do a pawn push. He cannot place his rook here. King starts to move forward. King can sit on the 6th rank. But I think he is going to make this pawn push. Then I need to place my rook here. And if he'll make a pawn push, I cannot place my rook here. Check and check. king goes forward. I can place rook here. Yeah, check, and king goes forward. I'll place my rook here, attacking double attacking on bishop and rook as well. So rook goes forward, and this pawn push. And now I can exchange up everything because this pawn push is promoting. But king goes in. Hmm. So it's just a pawn push first, stopping his king to come here, go back. Okay, king here, and nothing is happening now. None of the pawn is going forward. Now we have to play a pawn game to win this. Now a4, a5, a6, and we are winning. Pawn takes, pawn push, pawn takes. I have to just find out a pawn. If king goes here, I'll make a pawn push. If I push this pawn, give him check. Pawn takes. Push this pawn. This pawn takes and push. King goes here. Push. No, I think I need to play something else. It's a draw. Okay, pawn push. This pawn push. This pawn push. If he takes this, I can take it. Yeah, this pawn push. If he takes this, I can give him check and make a pawn push. Pawn push. Uh, okay. Pawn push. He can't take my pawn because I can push. No, he can take it. Check. King goes here. Take that pawn as force. And it's not a draw. Pawn push is a draw. This pawn push is also a draw. King goes back is the correct option, but king goes here. After pawn push, I can again place my king in. So it's basically a draw. or maybe not. No, it's not. It's a resign. I missed a pawn. Arey yaar. Let's see what I missed in the end game. I was having so much of pawns. I don't believe that I can lose this. I should not have gone forward. If let him take, arey yaar, let him take. If he takes, I can take it, and triple pawns is a winning. That's what I mistake I made. One mistake, and that was losing. चलो भाई मोहित भाई गेम रिव्यू करते हैं तुम्हारा. So let's review the Mohit game. 1700 क्रॉस कर लिया, क्या बात है. दो ब्रिलियंट खेले मोहित, क्या बात है. एक दो दोनों ने एक एक ब्लंडर किया, लेकिन दो ब्रिलियंट मोहित ने खेले. ओके, यहाँ तक सब ठीक है. ये pawn push was a blunder because you can take his bishop with check, जो तूने मिस किया. और तूने भी ब्लंडर कर दिया, जो कि है pawn push to attack his queen, क्योंकि उसकी क्वीन अब pawn टेक कर सकती है और मेट थ्रेट है. ओके, उसने सैक ही कर दिया. ये क्या करा उसने, ये pawn push की जगह ये pawn ले लेता ना. ये pawn ले लेता, मेट थ्रेट इन वन. यहाँ क्वीन से टेक करता और फिर पुश करता. ओके, वहां पे उसको भी थ्रेट लग रही थी ना. क्या बात है मोहित. दो दो ब्रिलियंट खेले मोहित ने. एक तो सैक्रिफाइस कर दी क्वीन, जो कि चेक दे रही थी. ओके, और फिर उसके बाद में अनदर टेक चेक, पॉन पुश किया. यहाँ बेस्ट क्या हो सकता था, क्योंकि वो नाइट टेक नहीं कर सकता ना, क्वीन बैठी है ऑब्वियसली. बढ़िया बढ़िया, वेरी वेल प्लेड मोहित, गुड जॉब. बाय द वे, मोहित was black color in this game, so good game buddy. बहुत सही खेला. तू है चैट में या भाग गया? चलो, let's start with the another rapid. Today's target is 2250 only. Nothing more than that. Not more than that. Yes. Playing against almost 2300. Bishop pinning knight. Activating another knight. Okay, bishop going for this pawn. And then I'll activate knight. If this pawn push, we have this check. Can I just move my king and then go for it? I do have this pawn. That's why I just took that free pawn. Bishop takes knight, pawn takes it. Can I take his bishop or yeah, I think I can take it and then this pawn push. He cannot take that pawn, but I can take that pawn. And that's another pawn push now. And I can take this. Yeah, I can take that pawn. Then both rooks join the game. Rook here, going for that pawn by just taking his knight. And another rook. I should open back rank also. Or instead of taking knight, I can just give him check first. Let's first bring my rook here. Let me open back rank. Okay, that's a check I can go for. And then take that pawn. Pawn push, opening back rank. I'll take knight. And rook join the game. Rook here, pawn push, and then rook here. If rook goes forward, that's a mate. A king goes forward, that's a mate in one. So take that is force. I can just take this and continue with the pawn push. Or should I wait? Let's just wait and make this pawn push, and after this I can take this. If you push also, I'll go for that because rook here is not possible. Now the rook here. If again rook here, I can take this pawn with check, and then I can place my rook here. Check and check. He can take this pawn, but I can take this pawn now. King here is forced, takes, and I do have three pawns, and he will have only one. Now I think he should resign. One push, so king cannot come forward, and that's a check, and I can place my king on g5. Okay, I think just take that pawn and check, and king goes g5. Pawn push, he can give check, but king goes here. After that, he cannot do anything. Or let's just place my rook here. Let me place my rook here. Now I can give him this check, and king goes back, and again there is this king push forward. There is no check now. And the final pawn push. Rook goes back, rook goes here. Okay, rook goes h2, h2, and continue with the same plan now. Or I can place my rook here. Rook on e2. Yes, that's the correct option. Rook needs to go back. I can push this with check and give him that rook. Yeah, check. King goes here. Give him that rook. Queen, and king goes here. Yeah, check, 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 and king goes here. This pawn is unstoppable. Let's go. Moving on to another game. Okay, back to 22. Targeting 20 to 50 for today. I think we can reach 20 to 50. Not that big deal. Just need to win 5 games in a row. Bishop goes back. I don't want to give my bishop. His queen will get activated. And that's a pawn push. So if he push, I can take. If he takes, okay, can I not place my bishop here? He push, I can take. He can take. His plan is knight here. Okay, let's activate our bishop. So if knight here, I can take it. I'll take that. If I take his queen, rook takes it, then bishop takes it. Then another final rook can activate. Yes, I can take it. Then rook activates. Bishop here. Bishop is trapped, I think. Or maybe just offering him bishop exchange also. And this is winning. If he takes my bishop, okay, now it's not. Now that's a pawn push. And knight joins in. Knight here. Rook takes it. Rook check. Rook can be placed here. Now knight here. If we double push this, knight here. But he can activate bishop. I can place knight here now. Yeah, knight here. Come on, bishop needs to be placed back. And may I not continue with the push and push? He'll try to kick away my knight now. So let me take my knight back. Okay. A single push was wrong. Double push was right. That was a misclick. Our rook is sitting on the best square. Can take this pawn. Pawn takes. Or just this pawn take. If pawn takes, place my knight here. Pawn takes, pawn push. No, let's just take this pawn. Maybe knight here. Pawn push. Knight goes back. Pawn push. Knight here. Pawn. This pawn push. Let him push this pawn. I want him to push this pawn. So his structure get little bit damaged. Now knight goes back. Knight here, knight goes for that pawn. If bishop goes back, now it's a knight and bishop. King goes here, this pawn push. So his king cannot come forward. Hello guys, welcome to the stream. If you like the games, please hit that like button, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe this channel. Knight goes here, stopping king to come forward only. These three blocks are closed. Now that's a pawn push, and king goes to c6. I think king needs to go this way. Pawn takes, pawn takes. Take this, give him this pawn, check, and I can take that pawn back. Knight here, but he'll take this pawn. So if I just push this pawn, he'll take it. If I take this pawn and push it, I can sit here. Okay, check. King takes. Check from here. What if I guard that pawn? Can I and trying to get better play? Hello, 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 hello. So, I lost actually. He lost everything for Queen, but we can win this still. So we need to think properly to win this or draw. Looks winning or draw. What do you think, guys? Will I able to win this, or do we need to take draw? Now knight is defending this pawn. King goes in. Okay, that's a knight check. I can give him again. Defending now, knight defending both the pawns. Yeah, that's the power of knight. I can go backwards to join here. We can hear you now. Thanks for that. Could you please answer me again after your game? Sure, sure. By the way, what's your question? King here, king here, king here. King here, he can give check from here. King here, he can give check from here. And king here to defend knight. Uh, can I not continue with the pawn push? Okay, let's give him check, check. Let's play check, 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 check. To win on time. King here, pawn push now. No, pawn push is wrong. Check, check, continues to check, check, check. If king here, I can push this pawn to give him check. No, I cannot do that. I should have gone forward. King here, check. I can take his queen. Okay, now I can continue to pawn push. Attack his queen. And defend that pawn again. Draw. Hello, Mrinal. Welcome to the stream. So, anyways, draw is better than losing. I'm 700 low, trying to get 1000 plus. I play as a wide and mostly recommend to get better any specific opening or focus on improving the mid games. I think what openings you are playing, now you should focus on that only, and instead of learning different opening, and try to win in the mid game. Go with the better mid games. You can win. You can become 1000 plus very easily because the openings you are playing, that's not bad. Those are good openings, but you need to decide like which opening you need to play against which opening. Like if opponent play the specific opening, what you are going to play in that case. Okay, I can give him check. If pawn push, I'll place bishop back because I can take that pawn, but he can castle. No, so not the better idea. Okay. Rook attacking bishop. I can take his bishop, but he can make this pawn push. Arey yaar. Also, knight is there. I see. And any tips of how to get better in the mid games? So to get better in the mid games, you need to solve as more as puzzle as you can. So try to solve more and more puzzles with the different rating range, and that's it. If queen goes forward, knight attack queen, and I can take that pawn. Yes. If pawn push, knight goes to attack queen, and I can take his bishop. So how he will defend this tactic? I think he has to give up a pawn, and then only he can win this. Like he can defend this. Otherwise, there is no defense to this. So he gave me bishop. I am very thankful to him. Let's go. Moving on to another game. 2207. Not that bad. Target is big. We have to reach 2250. Queen goes forward, and I can go for that bishop exchange. It's a long way for bishop or knight to go there. I need to double poach this because his plan is to place his queen here and offer exchange. Or maybe it was not. I'll not take his knight. Arey yaar, but he can give this check. Because this check is not made. Check, king goes here. Queen here. Rook, knight takes it. It's a resign. I played too fast actually. Anyways, come on, come on, come on. Knight takes pawn. No, but I can take that pawn and push pawn. Bishop or knight. Okay, going for mate. And I'll also cancel. Knight activates. Bishop activates. Queen goes back is the right option. So plan is, uh, okay, my plan was to take that pawn, but knight goes back to attack his bishop. I need one more pawn. Pawn push. I will take his bishop. I can still take his bishop. Take his bishop. If he takes my queen, I can take his queen. If he takes, yeah, he needs to take queen only. I can take his bishop. And if he takes that pawn, I can take that pawn back. If rook takes, rook here. Okay. Now what about that check? Only option. You have to take with queen, that's force. Okay. He can give this check. It's a resign again. Now only I just got to 2200 and again started losing. I should have taken care of back rank. Now this time I'll take care of back rank in the mid game only. I'll take care of that. Maybe in opening only I should plan for it. Lost because of that back rank issue. Back rank open. Pushing his knight back. Activating final piece in the game. No, I don't want to give up my bishop. I think I can move this pawn now. Pawn takes, knight takes. And go for mate threat also. And go for this pawn take threat also. And if he does not takes it, I can push it one more. No, he has to take it. Hello, hello, Jaydeep. Welcome to the stream. I think first I should place knight here and then continue to push. If he takes, I can take with rook. Okay, knight here, knight to e4, pawn push, pawn takes, rook takes, and if he does not takes it, I can push more forward. Okay, now I can just do this. Attack his knight. Okay, I could have taken it. That's a free. I missed that. Now bishop attacking knight, and I can take that pawn. I can take that pawn now only. Pawn push. Okay, let's take rook, and I can take this pawn. Knight takes pawn. Let's go. This is a win. Yeah, I think bishop goes back is the better move because his plan is to take my knight and place his knight here for check, offering him knight exchange. And that's it, just a bishop here. And he will resign now. Mate in one. Uh, pawn push is still mate in one. He's offering draw. Okay, let's move on to another 10 minutes. Come on, come on, come on. At least win from lower players. Can I not just push this pawn also this time? Hello, hello, Mr. Yash. Welcome to the stream. रैपिड एंड बुलेट नहीं भाई, इतना प्री मूव क्यों करते हो? थोड़ा टाइम लेके देखो। ठीक है भाई, इफ यू आर सेइंग तो अभी थोड़ा टाइम लेके सोचता हूँ। नाइट हियर, if I just play my can I just not take this check, then check? Just a pawn push. Yes, I'll not take that exchange. And now bishop here, pinning queen, and I can play my queen forward. Let him take that. I can go for long castle. If pawn push, I'll play my bishop here because knight cannot take it. Queen is pinned. If I take his knight, I can play my knight here. Okay, let's just castle. Now if bishop takes, rook takes, he's not going to take. Okay, I can just take this knight and take this pawn. Take this. Now knight can take this. Okay, I think I should take his knight because his plan was I can take this pawn and rook goes to attack bishop. Queen joins here. If rook takes, pawn takes, I can make a pawn push. Let's take it. Rook takes, I can make a pawn push. If pawn takes, that's a check and mate. So rook take is the only right thing, and I can take it back. Take his rook back with check and can take this pawn. Okay, but it's exchange everything. Okay, and not in the that good position. But I'm attacking this pawn. My rook can activate. Rook can activate here, and rook can activate here. Rook can activate here. King goes on defense square. Rook can go here. H5 to threat for a mate. We are in better position. So first thing, no, he will offer me exchange. So I think I should move my. Let's give him exchange. No problem. Exchange. I can take my rook forward. Exchange. Uh, let's take this to endgame. Now we have to think. Yeah, double push. Pawn takes, and rook goes here for that pawn. Not a draw, I'm winning. Queen, check, take his queen. King here, take that pawn, and pawn push and pawn push. Let's go. Moving on to another game. I played five great moves. Thanks, Jaydeep. Misclick. If I take my bishop back, he'll just push the pawn. So bishop, I can offer him exchange, or I can completely place my bishop back. But I don't think that is doing anything. Let's just take bishop one back, offering exchange. Okay, that pawn push, I was in trouble, but then that pawn push, I'll be in trouble. So I think knight goes back is the correct move. Yep, knight goes back. I can defend my knight. Okay, this pawn push is wrong. If I push this, he can go for this check, but knight can take it, right? Yeah, I can push this. If he takes this, I can just attack his knight, and knight does not have any square to go back. And if he plays here, knight takes back. Needs to move my king in because this plan is still the same. This plan will remain same forever. Okay, so this push, he'll push this. I can push this. No, if I push this, I'll be in trouble. I think double push this, attack his bishop, and make place for my. Yes. अरे यार, double push. What's wrong with me? That was a misclick. Monia, that's not done. It was a misclick. He was lucky enough because now I am not able to do anything. Okay, now the only thing remaining with me is to give up everything. So resign, one misclick, and everything is gone. One misclick, just one misclick. He was so lucky. He was so lucky. Now playing against 2376. Okay, I'll take this pawn. Let him take this pawn. Oops, that's a mate. I'll not say that because it's not a mate. My plan is to just give him check, take this pawn because there is no mate now. I think queen here. So if he just try to castle, I can take his knight and I can still go for that pawn. But I think rook will stay here, and he also can't castle after that. Maybe instead of taking knight activation, looks good. He's planning for long castle. So knight here, and I need to make another pawn push. Bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes, pawn takes, and rook take is not possible. Queen is guarding that. I need to move my king now, or just activate my bishop. Yeah, I can just activate my bishop. Hello, hello, Karan Agrawal. Welcome to the stream. This knight is very powerful actually. And I need to offer him queen exchange. He can bring another rook. Now that's a pawn push to attack his rook. He can go for that pawn but cannot take my rook. Knight is guarding. Blocking his queen to take that pawn. Free queen. Let's go. Come on, resign. He just gave me free queen. And he is 2376. Can you believe that? I don't know what he was thinking. Was that a misclick by him? Hello, hello, Kamlesh. Bhai, welcome to the stream. If we double push this, I'll place my queen on a6. What if I just go for his knight? He cannot bring queen in between. I'll push this pawn, and his knight is gone. Just take it back. Knight cannot come here. Knight cannot come here. I'll take that with check, and yes. And if queen in between, I can push that pawn. Fit pawn over. Okay, push is not better. I need to take this now and push this pawn. Knight going here. Bishop takes, pawn takes, then knight will sit here. I think this pawn push, and I need to push it more because now he's going for castle. I think I should also castle. Short castle. If he takes this pawn, I'll castle. No, rook can take it, na? I thought bishop will come here, but rook can take it. Knight here, queen goes back. Castle. Knight here, queen goes back on b2. If he takes this pawn, I'll still place my queen on b2. Placing my queen back so I can push this pawn, defend that pawn, and maybe continue this way. Yep, so that's bishop defending pawn. If he takes my knight, I can take that with back with pawn. If he takes my bishop, I can take his knight. So there is no problem still. Now I can take my bishop back also. Okay. Now I think defending my bishop is the better option. If I take this, king takes. So pawn push, pawn takes. No, I think this rook defending is the better option. If bishop takes knight, okay, that's the good plan. But bishop is gone. Now I just need to think how I can trap his knight. Okay. If bishop takes knight, I can take with queen. He can take my knight. Rook attacks. That will be a fork also. Okay, let's do one thing. We are losing a piece anyways, so let's take the pawn at least. No, this is winning for him. It's a clear win. That's a check. Come on, resign. रुक भी जाता. एक ही मिस्टेक करी यार. सिर्फ एक मिस्टेक एंड वी लॉस्ट. सिर्फ वन ब्लंडर, यस. One blunder and we lost. So in this, I think waiting is the correct thing, and that's it. This game is just about waiting. Those who can wait can win this game. 2400 soon. For now, I am trying to get back on 23, which I lost so many times. Now my plan is I'll push f4 because king can defend that pawn simply. So f4, g4, yes, f4, g4, and g5. Pawn takes, pawn takes, pawn takes, check. King comes forward, pawn push with check. Or I can first push this. No, that is wrong. I'll bring my rook also. First this push, I'll bring my rook, then push it. Takes, 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 rook takes. Okay, I can just attack his bishop now and can take that pawn. Or if I can just take this, attack his bishop. If he takes this pawn, I can take his bishop. He can take my bishop. I can take that. I can continue to push also. If I am attacking his bishop, my plan will be failed. Pawn takes, pawn takes, pawn takes. Okay, but this is better plan. Pawn takes, take his bishop. He'll take my bishop. I'll take this pawn. Or maybe push. Push is much better. Okay, now check to his king first. And rook goes here. Or should I just take this pawn? If I take this pawn, rook check. Pawn king goes forward. Yeah, take this pawn is the better option because if I attack this, simply rook can go back and another rook can join it. So let him give this check. King goes here. Another check with another rook. King goes here. Check again. King goes here. And king, rook in between, and king can take that pawn. And that queen will be unstoppable. If I just take rook here, okay, that's a good plan. That's what I call a plan. Now I think I need to make a queen. Then only I need to give up this pawn because that's a checkmate. If I make queen also, that's still a checkmate. Whoa, why I didn't thought of that move? Brilliant move. हेलो हेलो एवरीवन, ये वाला गेम तो यार हार रहे हैं, लेकिन if you are liking the stream, please subscribe this channel. So nothing can be done, I think. Rook here, he'll take the pawn. King goes here. King goes here. King goes here. Nothing is happening. Whoa, 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 whoa! How that was brilliant move. I think just king goes back was the right move. Or instead of just taking that pawn, I should play my rook here. Whoa, yeah, that was a seriously a brilliant move. How many brilliant movies going to play today? Come on. I think I just made a one mistake. I should have placed my king back. That was the move. Hello, hello, Gulshan bhai. चलो, the last game, but we'll not play rapid now. Let's keep up on the 2200. We tried our best. Time to play with subscribers. Come on, who wants to play? Can send me challenge. I'll accept their request, but anything below 5 minutes or unrated, I'll accept that thing only. In every game, I'm just missing one move, and that leads me to lose. So till time you're sending challenge, I'll accept. I'll play one bullet. जय शॉर्ट्स डालते रहा करो विल हेल्प दी चैनल श्योर श्योर भाई आई डू इट दिक्कत क्या है मुझे टाइम ही नहीं मिल पा रहा है चेक टेक इज क्वीन ठीक है सेंड एनीथिंग बिलो 5 मिनट्स अनरेटेड आई एक्सेप्ट योर चैलेंज अपने ही गेम्स में से एंड गेम्स में जो जल्दी जल्दी मूव करते हैं उसमें से डाल दिया करो ओके भाई थैंक्स थैंक्स भाई Let's go. He's challenging one more time. Sorry, bro. I think subscribers were challenging. Let's abort this game. ठीक है कौन कर रहा है चैलेंज भाई आ जाओ ओके माय ब्रदर थैंक्स फॉर दैट अलार्म एक आध गेम एक सब्सक्राइबर बोल रहा था उसके साथ खेल लेते हैं फिर सो जाता हूँ मिस्टीरियस मिस्टीरी स्टोरी E3 come on भाई you wants to play or should I end the stream now okay so that's it for today I hope you enjoyed the stream if you did please hit that like button and please subscribe this channel don't forget to subscribe this channel thank you guys bye bye take care have a good night ending stream now